Kevin, you had it going most of the night, but in the fourth quarter, it looked like you went into a different level, to a different mode. What did something change in your mind in that fourth quarter of a tight game?
Just go score. Um, Tight game. They were knocking down shots. We were struggling to score a bit. Sorry. So I just tried to shoot the ball as much as I could, and they went in.
Have you ever had as important a jump ball in your career than that one?
Um, nah, not like that. Nah. Luckily, I won that. Cauley Stein is a pretty athletic guy, so I'm glad I won that one.
Were you just going, I'm trying to bat it as far away from your hoop as possible?
Yeah, for sure. That was the plan. And Buddy Hill got to it when nice time on the clock. Still could have ran a nice play for him to get a win. So credit to them. But I just tried to tip it as far away from from their basket as possible.
Kevin, the Sacramento has a lot of guys, a lot of young guys, I should say, on their team. Played very poised tonight. Every time you guys got a little bit of a lead, they seemed to crawl right back into it. Can you talk about just how resilient that squad was tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you hand the ball over to De'Aaron Fox, he'll change your franchise. I mean, the type of player he is, he's a no nonsense, come to work type of player, and he's going to play for his teammates. He didn't shoot the ball well tonight, but you can tell he dictates the pace, and he made Quinn work all night. But I thought they both battled. But when you had that guy as your point guard, that could change your team. And then you got Buddy Hill who's scoring the ball at a nice rate right now. And, then they got the two bigs off the bench. They got a nice team. I think they're just young right now, but they're going to be really good in the future.
Hey, Kevin, can you take us through just all the different sequences at the end with the shot clock situation and Clay's three and then your shot, Andre's rebound, how you guys were able to kind of make do with everything?
I don't know. Um, I just think everybody played extremely hard. Shots didn't fall for us as much as we liked in that fourth. But like you said, we got offensive rebounds. We got up shots, and Clay was huge with that tip in to take the lead. But I think Damian set a great tone for us to start the game, and we just kind of just fed off of everybody tonight from the bench to the starters, and it put us in position to win that game at the end.
So is that the first time you can remember that 14-second reset affecting you guys? It seemed like when Clay took the 40-footers because you guys were slow getting into it, because last year it would have reset to 24.
I mean, we've been that way it's been that way throughout the whole season. I mean, Clay still could have got a better shot than that. I told him that he could have drove or got closer to the rim because he shot that one from deep. But it's a definitely adjustment early on when you look up and you get a rebound is at 14. You feel like you got to rush, but that's still a lot of time on the clock, and we're only gonna get better in those situations.
You said a few days ago that it's obviously an adjustment playing without Steph and Draymond and so forth. These last two nights, it looks like you guys have kind of made the adjustment. I mean, do you feel like you guys are kind of gotten comfortable with playing without those guys now?
No, it's not comfortable playing without them. They brings too much to the table to say that. But we're trying to just figure out a ways to, be effective, each one of us on the court when we're on the court. And I think, coach has been trying to do a good job of mixing and matching the lineups and putting guys in position to be successful individually. And, we try to rely on our defense more so than anything when we missing 30 points from Steph, and any given night you just don't know how you're going to make those up. You don't know where it's going to come from. So, you got to play more of a cerebral game without, one of your best scorers. And then Draymond adds such a unique he brings such a unique approach to the game with his defense, switching everything, roaming around, but also, extra passing and the grabbing off the rebound and pushing the pace. So, I think more so than anything, we try to just rely on defense and offense. We figure it out, but it's never comfortable without those two.
Hey, Kevin, Clay has a lot of shots, obviously, throughout his career, but does he seem more animated this season? It looked like there's some sequences where he hit a shot and was either saying something to the Kings guys or just looking hyped overall.
I mean, we lost 4 in a row, and we haven't been shooting the ball well. So when the ball goes in, you get excited. And when you get a win, you get excited, especially back-to-back wins at home. So Clay is a passionate player and person, but he just doesn't wear it on his sleeve like a lot of guys you may know. But that fire is always in him.
Kevin, we all know how much you enjoy scoring the ball, but blocking shots. You had a big block tonight in the first quarter. How much do you enjoy that? Maybe more than you enjoy scoring the ball potentially.
No.
That's a no. Well, it seems to get the crowd pretty fired up. So
It does. I like blocking shots because I can touch the ball when I block shots, and I only like touching the ball because I like scoring. But it definitely gets our crowd into it, especially chase down blocks or meeting guys at the rim. I feel like our crowd relies on that and looks for that to kind of give them some energy, and that in turn pulls energy back into the team and to the coaching staff. So getting blocks is great, but scoring is better.